Hello, I'm Maya, the astrologer, and this is a video about the full moon Aquarius-Leo, which will occur on August 1st, 2023. Full moon of Aquarius-Leo highlights the axis theme of self-realization through a connection to a personal source of creativity. It is the axis in which we develop the personality to the point we realize that we, as individuals, have the ability to create. This personal creativity was mainly limited to giving birth to our offspring, which is symbolized by Leo. Aquarius adds the development of an individual personality with its own gifts, talents, and manner of expression. Together, they bring forth art, inventions, and any creation of something that reflects the individual interests. This creation doesn't have to be grand. It can be a dinner, a video like this one, writing kind words to someone. Yet, these are all individual creations. The tension of the axis comes from the fact that individuals tend to not get along with society's norms and expectations, yet any creation happens within a society and wishes to receive feedback from that very society. The chart signifies that as well. It reflects these times. Foremost influence is less apparent, yet very strong. Pluto is in a square aspect to the nodal axis. It has been in that aspect for the past 2 weeks prior to the full moon. This is an aspect that calls for an evolution of the individual and group karma. It brings up power struggles we all wish to avoid. It forces us to see power dynamics that are always there, but we didn't want to look. So we can all expect conflicts related to manipulation that suddenly became apparent. These conflicts are also revealed because Venus is retrograde. Venus in the beginning of the retrograde in Leo highlights the individual need to find fulfillment through creativity. Many of us never find the time nor the initiative to do the things that make us feel fulfilled. This leads to built-up resentment that is blowing out during Venus retrograde. Venus is also in a wide square to Uranus, making us all feel that we must find and express an individual voice and cannot hide anymore. This may cause difficulties in relationship when one side feels threatened when his or her partner raise their heads and do something out of the norm. Relationships in which both sides support each other's individual expression will do fine and even strengthen during this time. The Sun-Moon opposition in a square aspect to Jupiter highlights the Leo-Aquarius struggle with the ego. Without a strong ego, one cannot create. With an inflated ego, one's creation missed their mark and don't help the society at large. On an individual basis, this aspect asks us to take an extra step and try and achieve something higher than our usual. This aspect is also capable of sending us into a drinking, drugging, and other forms of overindulgence in which we feel as if we have stepped higher than our norm, only to realize later that we have actually fell below our norm. In global affairs, the combination of Pluto and the nodes with Venus retro and Uranus brings a new type of economy. The numbers seem to point in one direction, yet the markets don't behave as expected. The indicators seem to lose their connection to the actual happenings. The Sun-Moon aspect to Jupiter highlights this even more. There is an expectation for a positive boost, but even if something positive does happen, it is less than expected. During the full moon, Mercury in Virgo will be in an exact opposition to Saturn in Pisces. Mercury is strong in Virgo, its own sign, and it wishes to use logic and follow an established route of doing things right. Saturn in Pisces insists that there are limitations to the logic, that emotions drive our decisions, and the choices that may seem illogical are fine by him, since they are based on tradition. In real life, this aspect suggests walkouts, strikes, and other forms of travel obstructions. It also affects our communication with a retaliation for every word we may say and a conflict over every phrase. This is not an easy aspect, but it goes on for only one day. However, it will have an impact on the next 2 weeks until the next new moon. A completely different vibration is set up by the exact trine between Mars and Jupiter. This aspect drives us all to go ahead and do as much as we can and then some more. Party hard, work hard, exaggerate in whatever activity we are involved in. Combining such different vibrations in the same chart suggests that even though travel plans will have to be changed, we will have the optimism and the backwind to make alternative plans and enjoy those. Even though this is summer, the best course of action during the next 2 weeks is to take advantage of the Mars-Jupiter aspect and get to work. Mars in Virgo knows how to fix, reorganize, and update. The easiest individual expression for many of us is via work, and therefore, in the next 2 weeks, you will be able to accomplish more than the usual. My name is Mayan, and you are all invited to a personal consultation. To schedule one, please send me an email to astrologer@astrologywork.com. The following is the horoscope, full moon horoscopes by sign. Aries. These 2 weeks bring with them a nice backwind and optimism that can help you accomplish more than the usual. This is also a time when luck is on your side. While many of your friends are going through relationship issues, you are probably having an easier time with those close to you. Taurus. There is a feeling that relationships and values are breaking apart, and the more you try to hold on, the faster they disintegrate. It is better to connect to the courage Uranus offers and try something new. You may just let go of the same bickering that has been going on forever in exchange of a personal project that you may have always wanted to do but didn't get the nerve to try. Gemini. It is a time of conflicts with superiors, bureaucracy, and technology that is not working as you think it is supposed to. You do have the stamina, the patience, and the ability to get your way, but you will need to control your speech while you insist on doing things the right way. Cancer. The moon in Aquarius soothes your emotions a bit, gives you more courage, and invites you to spend more time with your friends. Try not to overindulge or exaggerate in your outings. It is a good time to be bolder than your usual and go to places you have always wanted to be but never found the time or the company. Leo. Everything I said about the individual self-expression is relevant to you. Now is the time to stop looking for the feedback, stop listening to what others say, and just express your personal voice or talent. Relationships are at a crossroad in the next few weeks. And the best you can do is support your partner in their individual pursuits. Virgo, with Mars and Mercury in your sign, you are getting more attention and more opportunities, yet those come with high demands that are bordering humanly impossible. It is a time when you can get ahead, but you will need to face and confront those that expect too much of you and give too little in return. Libra. Venus retrograde is sending all your relationships to an unknown territory. You are being accused of things that you may or may not have done in the past. When you try and defend yourself, you find out that others are not willing to listen. It is best for you at these times to avoid those long debates and deliberations and let others make their own decisions. Scorpio. You have an extra boost of energy in the next 2 weeks, and in your case, work is the best place to direct that energy into. You will experience some power dynamics and manipulations that suddenly become apparent. And as much as this may cause disappointment and pain, it will make the relationship easier in the long run. Sagittarius. You have a good backwind that translates into more activity than your usual. It is best to try and not overindulge nor overinflate your expectations. If you manage to stay grounded, you will accomplish much, and you will not need all that boasting. Capricorn. You find yourself in confrontations regarding communication. You realize that you must upgrade some of your skills, and that will require more patience, which you currently don't have. You can insist on meeting others halfway, and you can ask for a slower pace. Aquarius. The full moon in your sign brings with it wish to do something special. Yet, you will find out that it will be easier to join people or groups you hardly know, and there you will find the support that you're looking for. This is an emotional time for you, and again, it is those that live far from you who will understand you better. Pisces. Your tendency to overindulge may be a problem at this time. Many of you will run into communication issues related to something that you said and was interpreted the wrong way. Try to be clearer in your meaning. If you are not clear, then don't say anything. Also try and focus on one project and not disperse your energy on many beginnings that never mature. I'm Mayan. I wish blessings to all of you, and I'll see you in the next video, New Moon in Leo. Goodbye.